17 of the NFL season with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Newberry. He's across midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 44 yards.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Parks. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Let's go.
Back to throw. McIntyre. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. And they'll run with a 2nd-round pick from April's draft. And they'll get this to the 32. These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Rush. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And now a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Here's Rush to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Up the middle with Brooks here. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
Cowboy 80. Let's go now. Bronco 80. Let's go.
Play fake. Here's Rush. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Panthers are an extra point away from capturing the lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback and pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, really, I should probably stop it here, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drill.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
And this is how you answer a touchdown at the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Bucs have retaken the lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise, too.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team. As he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Now their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
19, 5, pass the 60.
Back to throw, Rush. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal.
Throwing here, Rush. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st down, they'll run it up the draw play. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Let's go now.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Let's go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Tag. 60 vices, 60 vices. Ready, right?
To throw is Rush. And his throw here's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Ready, set.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. Third and long.
60 Eagles, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
Now Rush.
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So for Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27.
They go play action with Rush.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around 30.
Yaya Diaby
In there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. To try again after the sack. Rush. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. He was waving his arms, wanting the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that drive is going pretty darn well. 3 previous times converted on third down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said, enough of that.
And his kick here is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
The Panther is too strong. They get there and take him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Looking to throw. McIntyre. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70, go street.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Down to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Off the play fake. Rush.
That's taken in. It's Xavier Legette.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Ready, ready. Here we go, set. Panther 6.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Let's go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. They'll go with the keeper. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Cowboy 80.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
19 right. 19, 18.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Well, certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. McIntyre. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Here's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Newberry. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rush. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10.
19, charge.
Operating from the gun. Rush. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Ready.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. A final shot before break. Newberry. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Well, tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Back to throw now on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Yaya Diaby in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Throwing on second and long. Rush.
Got a man, that's Leggett.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Lee. 2 yards on the pickup there. And we'll bring up second down.
It's second and 8 at the Bucs' 44-yard line.
From the check. Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a third and long.
Go! 70 Timberwolves. Panther 60, Panther 60.
And Shaheed going to go in motion.
Back to throw. Rush. And he fends him off. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Yeah, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now this time he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Parks. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll run on first down. It's Parks. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Newberry. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Bucs are able to stretch out their lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he's up past the 20 at the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
The next 19, 5 years. Cougar 19. Go.
Looking to throw. Rush. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Yaya Diaby bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter play.
On the jump.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call. It ended up maybe closing them out.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
Able to get this one to McBride.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the fourth quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Back to throw. High. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. Buccaneers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Ready?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football, this is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Rush. And he's got his man on the out route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Back to 60. Back to 60.
Operating from the gun. Rush. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Come on. Hey. 19.
Back to throw. Rush. That one completes illegal. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line.
That's another Panthers first down. A gain of 19 yards.
Let's go now.
First down.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
Now a handoff running off tackle right. They'll get this down to the 38.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, but not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Ready.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Rush. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves.
Back to throw. Rush. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
60 by Cowboy 80. 3. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, Rush. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 16.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go. Score.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there.
That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
27. Panthers 17.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, Their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big pickup of 38.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they'll indeed take a knee.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much, too.
So for Tampa Bay, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Carolina,